Hello, Sean. Merry Christmas to all, even though it was Christmas Day for me yesterday, but it's Boxing Day for me today. But Merry Christmas to everyone in other countries. Hello, Isabel. I'm doing alright. So yeah, I did get like a $30 voucher for EB Games for Christmas, which is nice and all. And I got like a t-shirt that I'm just currently wearing that just says Mega Charizard. Yep, we are in Boxing Day. Hello everyone, greetings and salutations, and welcome to WWE Evolve, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to get straight into the action as we get ready for our first match of the night. No, we used to, but we don't do it anymore. Oh, I see what you did there. No, we don't do boxing on Boxing Day. I'm Andy Thompson. I'm alongside Maria Canales and Eva Marie, and we're going to have a good match to start things off. Jin Tala and Cassie Fairbanks ready for singles action. Cassie Fairbanks. It's Cassie Fairbanks and Jin Tala starting things off here on this tonight's edition of WWE Evolve. We've got some big matches in store. Angela Lee, the Women's Speed Champion, will take on Jordan Grace in one-on-one competition. And also Miles Bourne gets his chance at the Evolve Championship as he meets Dean Franklin one-on-one here tonight. And our main event, Rachel Pierce will team up with the Crikey Man, Norman Burgoyne, as they take on Otis and the Evolve Women's Champion, Lucy Wright. Yeah, tonight's show is going to be a good one, and Jin Tala, starting off very aggressively here against Cassie Fairbanks, a former NXT Women's North American Champion. Look at this, and Tala looking to score a big win over a former North American champion. And let's not forget, Cassie Fairbanks also has her history with TNA. She's a three-time TNA Knockouts World Champion, and now Fairbanks starting to build momentum, and now the momentum is shifting, and now the momentum has shifted. Fairbanks has Tala. Rams her head first. Rams her head first, and Tala powers out. Well, Fairbanks has got to do a lot more damage if she hopes to take out Jin Tala, who, by the way, is undefeated here on Evolve. She's yet to take a single loss. Oh, she's yet to take a loss here on Evolve. And can Cassie become the first person to give Tala that first taste of defeat? And Tala slowly but surely over time working on Fairbanks, trying to wear her down. Oh, look out. Oh, big move on the outside. Big move on the outside there by Fairbanks. And now Fairbanks trying to grab Tala, trying to go for the Cassie lock, but Tala able to get out of that situation. Was able to avoid Tala getting a little bit of ahead of herself. She almost looks like Ada from Resident Evil, just by her face and hair. She almost looks like Ada from Resident Evil. Oh, look out. Oh, look at this, and now it's the painful armbar. It's that painful submission. Tala with that painful submission on Fairbanks. And Fairbanks taps. And Tala picks up the victory and continues to remain undefeated here on Evolve. Here is your winner by submission, Tala. It's very rare you ever see Cassie Fairbanks, a submission specialist, tap out, but Tala continues her undefeated streak here on Evolve. Tala is a dangerous woman and continues to rack up wins. She has just beaten a former Women's North American champion. You're going to your mum's house tomorrow. Well, have fun. Randall, you know I'm not afraid of Caleb. Oh, I know you're not. But I just feel like I'm a horrible boyfriend. I feel horrible. I wasn't there to protect you in that mixed tag. You know, do I even feel worthy of being your boyfriend if I couldn't protect you? Of course you do. I was caught off guard too. But if Caleb wants to pick a fight with me, I'm not going to back down from him, okay? I know you're not. I know you're not, sweetie. But Caleb is a very dangerous man. I have no idea what he could do to you, even if you did agree to have a match. Even if you two did agree to have a match. I'm not going to back down. I am the generation of Jade after all. But look, focus on your match with Pete Dunne. I will. Let's go. I love you too, Isabel. Do you know what you are? Do you know what you are gonna use that 30 on? Not yet. I did have an idea, but considering I didn't have enough money, I don't know what to do with it. What I was originally planning on maybe buying the new Shantae game, Shantae Advanced Risky's Revolution. I was originally thinking of getting that, but that's like $38. That is like roughly $37, $38, and I'm just like, well, alright, I clearly don't have enough for it. Like, the $30 ain't gonna be enough. I have an extra $5 note in my wallet that I can't, that even if I used that would only put me up to $35. So I still wouldn't have enough. Like, obviously I could use that 30 on some of the Dragon Ball Fighters DLC, like some of the extra characters. I could use it just to get a couple more characters and fighters. But then I remembered that one game that I've been wanting to play for a while, the Little Goody Two Shoes that I've been wanting to play for a while. I remembered it was on Switch, and then I noticed, then I check it, and I'm like, okay, I know it's $30, but because it's Christmas / Boxing Day, because they lower the prices for Christmas Day, Christmas and all that, they lowered the price down to $15 because it's Christmas. I'm just like, I thought to myself, hang on a sec, maybe I can still get this. I could probably use the $30 on that. But yes, that would also mean I'd have to play it on Switch. And that would mean I'd have to play it on Switch, unfortunately. But again, I'm not entirely sure. So yes, in a way, Kaiba versus Ishizu was kind of like his duel with Pegasus. She didn't read his mind or see his cards. But she was predicting you wouldn't be able to stream it on Switch. Yeah, and that too, and I wouldn't be able to stream it on Switch. But she was, but she knew what cards he was picking. Like, every card he would choose, she was saying, now he's going to pick this card. Then he's going to summon this. Then he's going to summon that. So it's almost like she was reading him. It's almost like she knew exactly what he was going to do. So it did feel like she was reading his mind. Even though she wasn't, but she still knew what he was doing. What cards he would draw, what plays he'd make. She was counting on Obelisk the Destroyer to basically get blown up with a bomb. That's basically what she was counting on. She was counting on planting a bomb in Obelisk and then causing it to blow up. And a big splash by Gibbs and a kick out by Pete Dunne. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to stream it on Switch unless I use Instagram, but Instagram just sucks. I've got to be honest, trying to stream stuff on Instagram sucks because it ruins because sometimes the audio gets ruined. Like the video audio gets ruined. Pete Dunne was thinking the bitter end. Randall Gibbs had something in mind. Randall Gibbs had something in mind. But Pete Dunne was able to block it. And Gibbs! Nice move! Oh, and Dunne kicks out. Her necklace can make her see the future events before they happen. She knew how to counter his obelisks, but Kaiba saw a vision and changed it to Blue Eyes winning it for him, which she didn't see coming. Yeah, I knew. She didn't know. Yeah, she didn't know that. She didn't predict that. Gotta hand it to Randall. That was a pretty solid counter. And now look at this. And now Randall. And oh! Once again, using Cora Jade's DDT on Dunn, and Gibbs merges victorious. Once again using Cora Jade's Jaded DDT, and it gets him the win. Here is your winner, Randall Gibbs. And Randall Gibbs with the win over Pete Dunne, using Cora Jade's DDT. Using Cora Jade's DDT finishing move, and get. I have to say, these two are are a really happy couple. Honestly, it makes me. Honestly, this couple makes me vomit sometimes. Oh, come on, Maria. You and your husband used to do that stuff all the time. Bakura's duel with Yugi was very strange. He was relying on this thing that said the word final to win him the duel and all that. But by the power of plot, by the power of plot armor, Yugi was able to win with the Slife the Sly Dragon. Slither the Sly Dragon, I should say. Or Sky Dragon, whichever one it is. I'm saying it wrong, probably. Which, it's funny because apparently that word final says death in the Japanese dub. And I'm just like, oh, yep, yeah, I can understand why they changed that. Like, nope, sorry, we can't have that word. Yeah, Destiny board. Yeah, it's like, oh, no, can't have that word for young kids. We can't have young kids seeing the word death written. because I watched a video where someone said, like, oh, that's actually supposed to say death, but in the English dub, they changed it to final. I was like, oh, yep. You can't have young kids seeing the word death. Can't have 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds seeing that word. Because I also know in Japanese dub they have guns, and they obviously took those guns out because we can't have kids seeing guns. We can't have little kids seeing grown cartoon men pointing guns at Kaiba. We can't have grown adults in a cartoon pointing guns at Kaiba. Cause that's not friendly. Of course, the plot has Yugi able to beat. Of course, the plot has Yugi able to beat. Has Yugi be able to beat Exodia. Keith pointed one at Pegasus. Like, I even remember one episode of Pokemon where they had someone point a gun at Ash. Yes, that actually happened once in the Japanese dub of the original Pokemon anime. There was an episode where a guy who runs a safari zone, he points a gun at Ash because he thinks he came to steal his Pokemon. And he's like, no, I didn't. No, I'm not here to steal your Pokemon. So it's just basically, because they take the guns out, it's just basically the people just pointing at them. It just looks like they're just pointing at them and they're feeling threatened. I also remember in the Japanese dub of Pokemon Sun and Moon, they actually killed Meowth a few times because Jessie caught Mimikyu, and Mimikyu's whole thing is... because they sense it, because Mimikyu's whole thing is that you don't look under its cloth, because if you look under its cloth, it'll kill you or something. It'll give you a nightmare and it will kill you. So basically in the English dub they had to change that. Like, they're like, oh, we can't have murder, we can't have Mimikyu kill Meowth, so we have to change it. So they had to change it to where Mimikyu wouldn't kill Meowth. Like, oh, Meowth would just get horrible nightmares. That would be the... like, they changed it to where Meowth would just get horrible nightmares every time he tried to look under Mimikyu. Was Meowth's nightmare evolving into Persian. That and seeing Giovanni hate him. They also censored Marek holding a blade that comes out of his Millennium Rod. This is another I also know another censor that another censor they censored, which I'm wondering why did they do it. The other censor I saw was them removing the part where Marek vomits because he almost lost to Joey. Like, I knew about that one. Like, I knew about that censor because they don't show that in the English dub. Because in the Japanese dub, he vomits because he almost lost to Joey. But in the English dub, they take that part out. I don't remember that one. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. I heard about that part. I heard about that. Yeah, but they removed that bit out, which I'm like, okay, fair enough. Like, I guess you don't want kids seeing a guy vomit. And we're back live on Evolve, and here comes the young African princess. The following contest is set for one fall. Making her way to the ring, April Johnson, second generation superstar. In the English dub, they changed what happened to Pegasus after Duelist Kingdom. Yeah, I knew about that too. Well, April Johnson's ready for singles action as she takes on Ronda Rousey. I don't give a damn about a bad reputation. Living in the past in a new generation. And her opponent, she is the baddest bitch on the planet, Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey laughed at April Johnson because April Johnson said she She wants to win singles gold and becomes the Evolve champion. And Ronda basically said that is a joke. And she basically believes it is a joke that someone like April would think she could become a singles champion. One thing I hated that they blocked out Yugi's face at the beginning of GX when he gives Jaden, the protagonist of that series, winged Karibo. Well, I guess they were trying to be all like, oh, let's... I didn't watch GX because I didn't like GX, but I think it's more the case of, oh, we can't show who gave Jaden like his ace card or whatever. We see his clothes. We know it's his voice. Why did they block his face? I remember they did that in Pokemon where they wouldn't show Giovanni's face. Yeah, because at the beginning series of Pokemon, they wouldn't show Giovanni's face. They would always block out his face, and they would kind of do that whole thing where they would change the person's voice to sound more robotic, like pitch down the voice to make it sound more robotic than it normally should. But yeah, they did eventually reveal his face. They did eventually reveal Giovanni's face, but at the beginning they didn't want to show who it was because they wanted to make it feel like a big deal, like, oh, who is this mastermind behind Team Rocket? Oh. And there's the Rousey's pit. And a kick out by April. April's still got a lot of fight left in her. Well, we know April. She's got the heart of a warrior. She never gives up. Oh, Rousey. Rousey went for a flying punch. But April was able to counter out of it. The daughter of WWE Hall of Famer Ahmed Johnson. She is the daughter of Ahmed Johnson. And there it is, the Pearl River Plunge! The Pearl River Plunge! And Johnson with a huge win. Wow. And Johnson picks up the win over the baddest bitch. Here is your winner, April Johnson. April Johnson with the win over Ronda Rousey. Well, Ronda Rousey better now become a believer that April Johnson is indeed going to be a future champion one day after that incredible performance. I don't remember because I didn't watch the season with the other characters. I'm pretty sure Taya was also in there, but she was probably a lot older. And that's the thing that annoys me, because even in Yu-Gi-Oh they aged the characters. I'm just like, even Yu-Gi-Oh would age their characters because Taya looked older and all that. I'm just like, it pisses me off how all these other animes actually age their characters, but in Pokemon, Ash is like 10 years old for 30 years. For 30 years, Ash is just 10 years old. Oh, we can't have Ash grow up because he'll be because it's basically seeing a grown adult playing Pokemon. I mean, we've got friggin' evil villains. We've got friggin' Cynthia, Diantha, Lance. They're all in their 20s, probably late mid-30s. Like, you've got friggin' champions that are like, you've got like all the champion characters who are like in their 20s, probably 30s. So what is wrong with aging Ash up? Like, what's wrong with aging Ash up? Like, you got all these other adult characters in Pokemon, but we gotta keep Ash 10 years old? Like, I just never liked that. I thought it was stupid. I always wondered, how do they keep their cards from flying off the blimp? We've got people like Giovanni and grown adults in groups like Team Magma, Aqua, Galactic, and Plasma. They're all grown adults trying to conquer the world, but we can't have Ash look like a grown adult. Like, Dawn was like 12. I think Dawn was a little bit older in the series. Brock was like, was like a teenager. Like, they literally, like the girl from Sun and Moon, Lily, they said her age was like 14, 15. And I'm like, and how is Ash still 10? And I'm just like, how is Ash still 10 years old? They said Serena was 15, 16. And I'm like, and Ash is still 10? Like, how is Ash still 10? But all these other characters are like 4 or 5 years older than him. It just doesn't make sense. It just didn't make any sense to me that Ash would still be 10, but characters like Serena are like 15, 16. And I was just like, how does that work? How do you just not make Ash look like he's 18? Like, just make him look like a little bit of an adult, please. Or at least make him look like a teenager. Just seeing him as 10 years old and then just finding out all these other characters are older than him, it just doesn't make sense. It just makes it look weird. Like, how is Ash permanently 10, but all these other characters can age up? But all these other characters are, like, older than him. By the time he met Serena, he should have at least been 18, 19. Since she was, like, 16 or something. I think Kaiba was 18 in Duelist Kingdom. But yeah, I just think it's a little bit annoying that I see all these other animes that age up their characters, but then Pokemon, it's just like, nope, we can't age them. I think Yugi was like 15, 16 during Duelist Kingdom, and during Battle City, he got 16 going on 17. So if Yugi and Kaiba can age, so can Ash. Yeah, I just didn't like that. Like, their reasoning for never aging Ash was because they thought it was not right to age him up. I'm like, of course it was right to age him up. Like, they just thought it would look weird to see someone growing up in Pokemon. Like, of course it would make sense. Like, we're not going to question it. We're not going to question Ash looking like an adult and he still plays Pokemon. He still loves his Pokemon. He can look like a teenager and still love Pokemon. Like, friggin' hell, we've got champions all across other regions who are clearly adults. I just always found that weird. I mean, hell, even Goku ages in Dragon Ball. Imagine if Goku was always a kid throughout the entire Dragon Ball. It just would be stupid. Goku as a kid just beats Frieza as a Super Saiyan. That just wouldn't work. or Goku as a kid fighting Cell. That just wouldn't work. Oh, but Goku's a kid and he becomes a Super Saiyan God and he's fighting Beerus. It just wouldn't work. So it's like they had to age him up for that. If they want us to make that excuse for Yu-Gi-Oh, then why have Keith and Adol or Pegasus? Yeah, exactly. Like only... Oh, Pokemon's a kid's game. That's why Ash is still 10. And like Pegasus is like the... And Pegasus created the Duel Monsters. Pegasus created Duel Monsters and he couldn't handle his Egyptian gods. The creator of the game couldn't control the Egyptian gods. Well, here we go, and here we go. Sean Legacy going one-on-one with Montez Ford. Well, Sean Legacy will be looking to knock off the Speed Champion here tonight. If he can knock off Montez Ford, then he will get one step closer to potentially a future shot at the Speed Championship. Well, the gods are powerful, so I can understand why. I mean, I can understand it too. I'm not questioning it. That's like having that. That's like having like a character in Pokemon and he has legendary godlike Pokemon and he can't control them. And Montez Ford, nice springboard crossbody there, yeah. Sean Legacy's had an uphill career, you know. He's a former Evolve champion, you know. He is someone who you can tell has very much impressed management. Oh yeah, he's very impressive. He's definitely impressed management to have him featured and give him lots of opportunities. But the thing is, he's got to capitalize on these opportunities. He may be a former Evolve champion, but now it's time for him to capitalize on more opportunities. Rise up the ranks. Absolutely. And I think getting a big win here over Montez Ford could really go a long way and help him out here. And Legacy sends Ford down. And now Legacy heads up to the top rope. And now the Tasman. In trouble. Phoenix Splash. Phoenix Splash. Bianca looking on the outside. And Montez holds on. Oh, man. And Sean Legacy bouncing off the exposed turnbuckle pad. Clearly Bianca Belair lowered that to give Montez a bit of an unfair advantage. Well, sometimes remember, Bianca and Montez are a part of Mutiny. They have to break the rules. They have to break the rules, and that's what I love about Mutiny. They just break the rules. Are you a member of Mutiny, Maria? Because you seem to really like what they do. No, I'm not a member, but of course I like their actions. They're trying to take over they're trying to take over not just NXT, but WWE. That's what Kevin Owens said. Their goal is to rule over WWE itself. They want all the power. And now Legacy starting to fight back. And now Legacy, wait a minute, was looking for a Spanish fly, but Montez Ford counters out of it. Ford top rope. Oh, from the heavens! And the Speed Champion from the heavens! And Montez gets the win. And Mutiny continue to look even more dominant. That's why Mutiny are a dominant group. Here is your winner, the WWE Speed Champion, Montez Ford. A valiant fight by Sean Legacy, but in the end, Montez Ford picks up the victory. And Montez continues to prove why he is the second in command of Mutiny. There were a few battles in Pokemon that fans hated. Not just because Ash won, or because he lost them. Because one battle I never liked was his gym battle against Tate and Liza, where he'd pull it's a plot armor kind of thing. He pulls like a plot armor thing out of his ass to beat Tate and Liza, because he uses Pikachu and Swallow against Lunatone and Solrock, and then he pulls this thing out of his ass where he has Pikachu Thunderbolt himself and Swallow. Now you would think that would be a stupid move, because why would he tell like you'd be saying, well, that's just a stupid move. Why would he use Thunderbolt on himself? But again, they would create this plot armor where Pikachu and Swallow would tank the hit, and then they would create Thunder armor. And that would apparently be enough to defeat Swallow and Lunatone. Like, that is definitely a very unpopular battle, mainly because of plot armor reasons, and it's kind of really stupid. Like, you can't do that in the games for obvious reasons. Now, Angela, if Jordan beats you, she will get a title match. She won't beat me, so I won't have to worry. And that's why many people, and I've seen a lot of people say the same thing about Yugi. Like, oh, he always wins because of plot armor. He always wins because of plot armor. I mean, yeah, Yugi wins more than Ash does. Like, I know Ash has lost way more battles than Yugi's lost duels. I think Yugi's only lost what, 2? Because I know he lost to Kaiba and Raphael. That's about it. Dun, 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 dun. Do you wanna be American, idiot? Well, here come the Lee sisters, who are quite arguably one of the most arrogant trios in the women's division. The following contest is set for one fall, making their way to the ring, being accompanied by Essie and Hermione. She is the Women's Speed Champion, Angela Lee. I absolutely love this new version of the Lee sisters. They have finally ditched the goody-goody attitude and have finally become what they really should be. You know, I already missed the older version of the Lee sisters, because at least then they were more likable. Now they've become so insufferable. And that's a good thing, Eva. It's not over until I win. And that's a good thing, Eva. And her opponent, being accompanied by NXT Women's North American Champion Ruby Soho and Carmen Petrovic, the Juggernaut, Jordynne Grace. Well, this match came about is because Angela Lee made fun of Jordynne Grace's weight, calling her the F word, and obviously that didn't sit well with Jordynne Grace. So Angela's better choose her words wisely. Oh, because she better choose her words wisely, because now she's gotten on the bad side of Jordynne Grace. Now she's got Jordynne Grace furious. Yeah, Jordynne says she now wants to make Angela pay for the insult. Well, it shows you that Angela, and also Angela clearly has gotten under the skin of Jordynne Grace, because it upset Jordynne Grace so easily. I mean, come on, Maria. I mean, like, if someone made fun of your weight, I don't think you would sit well with it either. Exactly. I don't think you would like it if someone made fun of how you look. And that's what Angela did. She made fun of Jordynne Grace. She made fun of how she looks. Everyone looks good in their own way. Coming from you, yeah, that's coming from you, Eva. Well, that's all you are. You're all nothing but good looks. So are you, Maria. Alright, you two, don't argue. Oh! Alright, you two, don't argue. And look at this. And Hermione Lee now just... Oh, look out! Jordynne Grace taking out both sisters. And now look at this. And now we'll roll up to try and steal the win. Oh, man. Angela trying to steal the win. Was trying to use that slight distraction to her advantage. Oh, tried to use that slight distraction to her advantage, but Jordynne Grace fires back. And now a neck breaker. And Angela now takes advantage with a neck breaker. Come on, you fat slob! Oh. You're ugly! Oh, look out. Uh-oh. Oh, that just only made Jordynne angry. Oh, that just only made Jordynne angry. And that only just made Jordynne angry. And now Jordynne now hammering. And now Jordynne. Oh! And now clobbering Angela. Oh, man. And now just clobbering Angela for the insult. And now Angela fights back again. German suplex into the cover on Grace. And by orders of Evolve General Manager Tori Wilson, if Jordynne Grace can win this match, she will earn herself a chance at the Women's Speed Championship. And now Angela Lee was looking for the Angela kick. Beast mode! There's the beast mode on Angela! Jordynne Grace pins the Women's Speed Champion. No! Jordynne, that must have felt good for Jordynne Grace. Here's your winner, the Juggernaut, Jordynne Grace. Ruby Soho and Carmen Petrovic made sure that Hermione and Essie wouldn't get involved. Angela was looking for the Angela kick, but got caught into the beast mode, and the Juggernaut pins the women's speed champion. That must have felt good for Jordynne Grace to get some payback on the woman that insulted her looks. Great win tonight, honey. Hey, Dad. Nice to see you. I had to stop by to see my little girl. I had to stop by to see my little girl, see how she's doing. I'm proud of you. And happy you're carrying carrying the family name and legacy. Thanks, Dad. That means the world. That means the world to me. I absolutely appreciate it. Keep making me proud. And one day, you will be a champion. And I will be there to support you when that happens. Thanks, Dad. That means a lot. Maybe you could buy Craig Murdoch from Tekken also. I could, since he's supposedly Australian. I forgot about Tekken. I forgot about that game. Yeah, I could get some of the DLC for that game as well. Hey! What are you doing? I was gonna go see Stax. Is that a problem? Yes, Wanda, that is a problem. Oh, Miss NXT, Arana Grace. What are you gonna do about it? Hey, baby, what's up? Hey, I just wanted to come and see you. What? Oh, you don't know? You don't know Wanda? She's my girlfriend. Wait. You're dating Santino's daughter? Yeah, what about it? Look, Wanda, we got business to take care of, so shoo. We'll talk later. Weird. I don't think Santino will appreciate that. Wow. Did Wanda Williams just get snubbed by Stax? Well, Wanda Williams has been learning under Stax Lorenzo, because Stax wanted to become the new Don of NXT, and I just got that weird feeling that Wanda just got replaced by Arana Grace. You're probably not wrong there, Eva. Well, here comes possibly our next Evolve champion. Last week, Miles Bourne. Miles Bourne would win a triple threat match to earn this chance. Can he win his first singles championship? We're about to find out as Miles Bourne takes on Dean Franklin for the Evolve Championship. He's walking to the ring like he's Randy Orton from Evolution, because that is Randy Orton's entrance when he was in Evolution. Oh, Ray-O, oh, Ray-O, when you stand next to me, you feel that you can. When I'm moving out of LA, and here comes the Evolve champion. Well, Dean Franklin, the Evolve champion, alongside his wicked girlfriend Sally Dennis. I am loving this new version of Sally Dennis. I gotta be honest, I never thought I am glad she had it in her to unleash her dark side. The old lovable Sally is long gone, and Dean Franklin, the Evolve champion, looking to have another successful title defense here on Evolve. This ain't NXT, guys. Wrong chant. And here we go. And here we go. The Evolve Championship on the line. Dean Franklin and Miles Bourne, one-on-one. And here we go. Dean Franklin taking on Miles Bourne here. Well, Miles Bourne would love to win his first singles championship. And the best way to do it is to knock off the current champion. Well, we've still got our big main event to come. Mixed tag team action as Rachel Pierce teams with the man from down under, Norman Burgoyne, to meet the Evolve Women's Champion Lucy Wright and Otis. And now Miles Bourne looking to win the Evolve Championship, and a kick out by Franklin. And don't think we notice. We know you get all googly eye whenever you look at Lucy, alright? Alright, you two. No need to, alright, you two. Just admit it to us, Andy. It's not like we're going to make fun of you if you just flat out admit it. Oh, look at this. And now a throat chop. And now a shot to the throat by Franklin as he now gains the advantage. And now Franklin with a power bomb. Whew, that was a vicious power bomb. Very vicious. Into the cover on Bourne, and Bourne kicks out. And now Franklin. Oh, wait a minute, looking for it. Looking for the power bomb again. He was looking for that power bomb again. And now Franklin in trouble. Miles Bourne hanging him up to dry. Choking him away in the corner. I have no idea what he was trying to do there, but that was weird. And now the elbows to the back of the head. And now elbows to the back of the head. And now Franklin gaining the advantage again. Oh man! The curtain call! The curtain call! Oh, and a kick out. Rah! He calls that maneuver the curtain call. Oh! And now Franklin sees his opportunity here. And I think we all know what he's looking for. He's looking for the fade to obscurity, but Miles Bourne able to push Franklin off. Yeah, able to stop Franklin dead in his tracks from connecting the move. And now Miles now getting out of that situation into a roll up and a kick out again. Clothesline. And another clothesline. Power slam. Here comes Miles. And now Miles starting to build momentum. Will the Evolve Championship be leaving the waist of Dean Franklin? Well, Miles Bourne is very determined. And look out! Oh, and now Franklin. And now Franklin rolling out of the ring. Oh! Now Sally Dennis trying to distract Miles. And now Franklin from behind. Oh, look at this. Now Franklin from behind. And now Miles Bourne able to counter out of it. Oh! Sally and Dean are trying to pull all kinds of tricks. They're trying to pull all these kinds of tricks. And a big knee strike by Bourne into the corner. Well, the Evolve Championship is on the line. We all know what's at stake. Miles' chance at immortality and get his first big championship win. Miles Bourne now Miles Bourne has the champ in big trouble. And there's the Bourne to win! The Bourne to win! New Evolve Champion! And Sally Dennis! Ding 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 ding! And Sally Dennis! Oh! And Sally Dennis getting in the ring, grabbing Miles Bourne, causing the disqualification. Miles Bourne wins this match by disqualification, but not the title. So Dean Franklin is still the champion, and now Sally now getting involved. And now Sally Dennis getting involved. Rising from the ground. Uh-oh. And here comes Daphne Shaw and here comes Daphne Shaw, and now look at Sally run, and Sally Dennis running away as Daphne chases her out of the arena, and now Dean Franklin looking to take advantage of Miles Bourne's situation, and there's the fade to obscurity to Miles. I'm still the champ. Dean Franklin remaining the Evolve Champion thanks to a disqualification. Yeah, that disqualification saved him. We were about to have a new champion. Crikey, Rachel! We're in the main event of Evolve. And, wow, it feels weird to be on Evolve because this is my first time appearing on the show. I know what you mean, Norman. It's very different to NXT. You know, I love to start appearing again on NXT, but for some weird reason, Kelly doesn't want me to appear. Don't worry. Well, don't worry. When you become the Evolve Champion, when you become the next Women's Evolve Champion, I'll make sure you get featured more. Because I will regain my NXT Championship from Kevin Owens, who stole my title. Honestly, I hope you do. I'm not a fan of this whole mutiny thing either. But as long as they stay out of our business here on Evolve, it's perfectly fine with me. But enough about that. Let's go and win this match so that we can show the world why Otis and Lucy Wright are nothing more than a bunch of dags. Dag? Yeah. It means they dress funny. Okay. Okay. I guess I kinda get what you mean. Are they wankers? Oh yeah, absolutely. What about flogs? Are they those? Absolutely, they are flogs. Any kind of name, any kind of insult you can think of, they are exactly that. I need to learn my Aussie slang more. Don't worry, if you want to learn more of that, come to me. I'll teach you more about it after. But first, let's win this match. Yes. Let's win this match first. Holy crikey! It's Norman Burgoyne! I come from the land down under, where women glow and men ponder. This following contest is a mixed tag team match set for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Geelong, Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, weighing in at 250 pounds, Norman Burgoyne. Well, this is his first time appearing on Evolve, and yes, it is strange to see Norman appearing on Evolve. Well, Norman's got a chance at Summer Bash to regain his NXT Championship, where he meets Mutiny leader Kevin Owens. And his tag team partner from Germany, Rachel Pierce. Listen to this ovation for Rachel Pierce as she makes her way to the ring. Yeah, her popularity has increased over these last several weeks, especially after her passionate promo in that interview with Lucy last week. She called her. Lucy would proceed to call her. Rachel proceeded to call Lucy ugly. Don't use that "you" word around Lucy. And their opponents, the team of Otis and the Evolve Women's Champion, the sexiest woman alive, Lucy Wright. There she is, the sexiest woman alive, Lucy Wright, the Evolve Women's Champion. She and Rachel Pierce are going to have an epic clash for the Evolve Women's Championship. Andy, we can see what you're doing. You're being googly-eyed with Lucy again. Shut up. Come on, just admit it to us. Come on, just admit it to us. We know you like her. We know you like her, Andy. Don't try to hide it from us. A girl knows what a man is hiding. Let's just focus on the match, please. Can we just focus on the match, please? Norman Burgoyne and Otis starting things off. Otis has been disappointing Lucy over these last several months. Otis has been on a bit of a losing streak, has been taking losses, and Andy, I got a question for you. Does Lucy look beautiful? Norman with a nice throw. Don't ignore me. I'm focusing on the match. Can we focus on the match? Can we focus on the match and commentate what's going on in the ring, please? Nice clothesline by Otis. Tag made. Here comes. And wow! Otis tagged Lucy. Rachel comes in, and then Lucy immediately tags out. That's what you call trolling right there. Would I have liked to have seen a heel Kelly? Maybe, but Vince said himself that Kelly didn't look like a bad guy. Wasn't a bad person. She wanted to turn heel, but Vince didn't want her to turn. That was just flat out trolling by Lucy Wright, and I love it. Rachel was ready to come in, but then Lucy would just immediately tag right back out. That was beautiful trolling. Oh, big clothesline by Otis. Tag made it, and tag made again, and Lucy again immediately tags out, and Rachel's getting frustrated. Yeah, you could tell Lucy is playing mind games with Rachel. You can tell they are now playing mind games. Yeah, this is now mind games at its finest. Oh, this is just mind games being played by Lucy here at this point. She knows Rachel cannot touch her until they are both legal in the ring. Oh! That's it, Otis. Punish him! And now into the cover on Norman. And a kick out. Sooner rather than later, all those little mind games and trolling is going to catch up. Sooner rather than later, all that trolling that Lucy is playing is going to catch up. And then eventually those two will have to meet in the ring. That's it, Otis. Keep beating on him. Well, Lucy is hoping she doesn't have to get in the ring, because she just wants Otis to do all the heavy lifting. Well, the way she's been treating Otis as of late, I guess I can't be surprised she's forcing Otis to do all the work. I remember Rhea saying Vince always looked at her as a heel. Well, she does look like a badass. You don't get it, she's popular. And now Norman. And now Norman looking to gain the advantage. Come on, Otis! And now Rachel, and now Lucy obviously getting a little bit concerned because Otis is down and Otis is in trouble. Norman now starting to pick up the momentum again. Don't let him tag! And now Norman taking down Otis. You can hear Lucy screaming at Otis, don't let him tag. Uh-oh. And the tag's now been made, and now Lucy can't run. Oh, and Otis gets dropped on his head. And now Lucy from behind. And now Lucy trying to run to Otis, but Rachel takes down. And now the momentum is shifted as Rachel now builds momentum. Submission locked in. And now finally Lucy and Rachel locking up. These two are now finally butting heads with each other. Kick to the head. And now a kick to the head. And now these two can finally square off. This has been a confrontation that fans have been waiting to see for a while. The back and forth between Lucy Wright and Rachel. I am more beautiful than you, Rachel. You are ugly. Oh, look out. You are ugly. I'm pretty, not you. And a pile driver. And Lucy with a pile driver telling Rachel, I'm pretty, you ugly. And Norman's saving things. And now Lucy looking for the beauty check. And looking for the beauty check. And now Rachel counters out of the beauty check. Oh man. Very close. And now Rachel. Oh no. And now Rachel now with a drop kick. And now Rachel now has the champion right where she wants her. And now Rachel hits the piercing. Oh no, the piercing on right. The piercing on right. And Rachel Pierce pins the Evolve Women's Champion. Rachel Pierce just pinned Lucy Wright. You look sad. You look sad about it. You look sad about it, Andy. Be quiet. Here are your winners, Rachel Pierce and Norman Burgoyne. And Rachel Pierce taking a loss here tonight as Rachel Pierce successfully pins Lucy Wright, scoring a big win over the Evolve Women's Champion. And Lucy is obviously not happy with Otis. Is obviously not happy with Otis once again. The dissension continues to happen between Lucy Wright and Otis as Rachel Pierce, look at this, and Rachel Pierce hoisting up the Evolve Women's Championship. That's not yours! That's mine! So according to Fightful, Mariah was injured during her match with Thea and she wasn't happy with how things played, and people who work in her creative weren't happy also. I wouldn't be happy either. I wouldn't be happy either if I was told I was retaining. Matt Bloom and HBK said the ref handled things the right way. I wouldn't be happy either if I was told I was winning and then I ended up losing. Ooh, sorry, I know you gotta go. Hey, it's okay. Rachel inadvertently hugged Norman, even though Norman's already got a girl. And Otis and Lucy are still arguing on the outside. But thank you all for joining us, and good night.